Here we go. Hey guys, my name is Gabe.
And I'm Niko, and this is how we do. And in today's episode, we are going to talk about long distance relationships, how they work, can they work, is it a good idea to try?
Nah.
Let's find out.
Let's find out. Let's do this.
First of all, without getting into any specifics, like, have you been in a long distance relationship?
I would say probably not, just because it's too hard. For me, I mean, it's hard. I'd rather not be in one, just because even if I really like this girl or I love this girl or woman or whatever, I think I wouldn't want to, just because there's still a lot of like variables that can go against you or in the relationship. You know, you could find another girl, she could find another guy easily. You know, and like there's a lot of distractions. People are just looking for the next best thing. Even if you truly love them, there's life is bound to happen. But hey, props to people that do deal with that, because you know, we have some friends. Actually, we have a friend that's gonna get married to one. I mean, they've been in a long relationship for what, 3 years now?
Yeah. It took me a second to figure out who you're talking about, but no.
Yeah, but 3 years, you know, a long distance relationship, and it's not like, you know, San Diego, you know, here to San Diego. It's like, dude, across the other side of the country or other side of the world. So, but no, I wouldn't want to be. What about you?
Well, okay, so I think there's only one way it can actually work. And that's if it's temporary. Like, if you're in a long distance relationship, like say you're on a business trip and you meet somebody, you really like them, and you move back, or you get back home, and you want to try to continue that relationship. I think the only way to do that is if one person agrees to eventually move.
Right.
Otherwise, for me personally, I think it'd be too hard, and I just wouldn't do it. I would just look, I really like you, but it's not going to work unless somebody's willing to move.
Right. I mean, you guys are working towards to settle somewhere.
Right. But just to keep along, I mean, you need that physical interaction. I'm not just talking about sex. I just mean that physical.
Yeah, day-to-day basis, or at least
a
couple times a week, something, right?
That physical affection. It's not the only part of the relationship, but it's
It's just different when even FaceTime, you know, like it's different.
It's different. It is different.
You can't go on date nights.
That's
like you can't enjoy dinners. Just sit down and have a dinner and
simple hand holding.
Yeah, hand holding.
Like even,
right? Just that stuff, you know. I mean, we're human beings. We need face-to-face human interaction.
Yeah, no, I agree. And also, like, I mean, it helps if you maybe fly out to one another and maybe take turns seeing each other. But even then, I mean, it's still, I mean, like how not everyone can afford to travel, once a month or once a weekend. Or
yeah, I mean, maybe domestic flights, maybe, but international flights, I mean, try doing that like what, every 3 months or every 2 months. That gets expensive. Right? Oh,
sorry.
Long distance.
Yeah.
No, but well, I guess. Well, what about like maybe we could put out like some like the scenarios or things that how to make a long distance relationship work, even though we don't want to be in one.
What's that again?
We should explain to people how would we make it work if we did want to be in one.
If we really wanted to, I would say
first thing is what?
Text often enough, but not too much. Like maybe a good morning text, how are you in the middle of the day text, maybe have a good night text. But more important than that, I would say actual conversation. Or you go to the next level in like Skype or video conference or some sort of way you can like FaceTime, I think is what it's called.
Right.
Like face-to-face-ish, whatever, if that's what you want to call it. But as long as I would say limit the texting, and if you can talk as much as possible and you FaceTime as much as possible, then that's the key way to go. And then if you can afford it, fly out to one another as often as possible. Some people it's gonna be once a month. Some people it's gonna be once every 2 months. I mean, it's gonna depend on. I mean, only you really know your bank account. So
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think honest, like open communication is as I guess transparent as it can be, right?
that's a huge deal.
You have to be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you're basing it off of from that at that time. You know, you don't have nothing else to really hang on to except honest, open communication.
Right, and really that's like the key to any successful relationship, but
then-
especially
Right.
long distance.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. Yeah, and you know, even if you don't text or communicate every day, at least try and communicate as much as you can. And sometimes it might not be convenient for the other party or your side, but you know, you have to make time if you want to make it work. Yeah. I guess the second thing or third thing, I don't even know where we're at, but the next thing to keep it alive would be sending gifts. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah, sending, I don't know, something
I
like a little
thought
something.
about that. I hadn't thought about that.
You know, even just a card. Women love cards.
Send them flowers, like 1 acre flowers.
Yeah.
Doesn't have, you know.
I mean, that's a pretty big gesture. It's like, whoa. But yeah, gifts would be a good one. Something like, even if she mentions something like, oh, at work this happened and I didn't have this, and then you send that to them. You're like, I mean, you're getting some brownie points.
True.
But yeah, no, gifts is a good one. Care packages, you know, especially if they're way across the other side of the globe, and it's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Something that they can't get over there that they miss over here, and vice versa.
I like that.
Yeah.
And I think that about covers it, unless you can think of anything else.
The only thing I can think of is if we can only send pastries from here to there and not go bad.
Or ice cream.
Ice cream.
Here's your favorite ice cream.
Oh, dude, nitrogen infused and then put dry ice in there. I mean, that's a lot of effort, but probably be so expensive.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they're worth it.
But yeah.
And on that note,
anything else?
I think that's it, man.
On to the next video.
It was a good, yeah.
Right.
That's about it then, I guess.
Bye.
Strong finish.
Bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this week's episode of How We Do. We hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions you want us to read on the air, drop them in the comment section below, or hit us up on any of the social media accounts at HWDLA. Or you can just email us at howwedola@gmail.com.
Also, be sure to check out East Fork Supply Company, our favorite boutique retailer of quality apparel, accessories, grooming products, and other goods. A link to the online store can be found in the description below. Treat yourself with this shirt, and grooming products.